There we go. You should hear me. Nice. Nice, nice. Hey, Wrench. Good morning to you. Welcome. There we go. Here. It totally not creepy. Hold on. How can I make this better? Here. All right. We got the bunny ears today. Oh, didn't take that tag away. Morning, Wrench. How are you today? And what's new in life? How was the weekend? Looking for a pair of scissors. I think I'll just have to cut with my teeth. Wrench and other folks watching. Today's a special day. We got the bunny ears. I don't even know what I'm doing. You can't see them even. There we go. Oh, you're from the future. Future Monday for me. Monday for me too. We both from the future. We can't really see it. Oh man. All right, let's go scene. You don't see me there. Let's copy this here. Scene, Control V. Nice, we got it. God. So you're from the future. Remember you, Wrench? Where you from? Not sure why. I have a feeling you're from India. Maybe I remember that. All right. Let's do it. All right, your future Monday for you. Noise. Control F. Okay, close. Oh, god damn it. I can't interact with the virtual box if I have this. Oh no, something's wrong with the box. It crashed. It crashed 3 minutes ago. Power off the machine. We gotta restart it. Oh man. Oh man. You're from the future Monday. So you're like from Europe. You can be really from anywhere except for the east part of the Americas. Anyway, hope everyone's good. I'm pretty good. Here in Poland again. Sunrise is crazy early. So you can tell we already have it's 6 a.m. and we already have some sunlight. Well, I don't know if sunlight, but like some morning light. It's pretty wild. And today, folks, we're going to be hacking an Easter Bunny theme. That's why I got the ears. But you can't really notice them that well. And we're gonna hack this. I found something from was it Try Hack Me? It looks to be a pretty good box. And if you want, you can do it as well. At the same time, it is free. And free is good, folks. I'm not sure if you're seeing it on my screen. You are, which is awesome. Just opening Chrome. Excuse me, Firefox. You're having trouble loading the pages. Everyone said. Nice, it's working now. Nice. So we're gonna hacking the web through curl. This is basically our task for today. All right. Here, let's look at a box a little bit. Exploitation with CURL. Hyperogenation exploit. So you can tell it's Christmas themed. It's Easter themed a bit. Cyber of Advent Day 24. According to Blue Team Intel, the wormhole is held open by control panel on the Evil Bunny's web server. The team must shut it down to cut off reinforcements before facing King Malhair. Nice, that's a really nice name, Malhair. However, the terminal is said they have is bare, no burp suite, no browser, just a command prompt. All right, nice. Before we go any further, folks, let's put some music. Spotify. And let's go Spotify. We're going to put some music right here. A little too loud. Wrench from the future. Oh yeah, you can't see anything. God damn. Maybe I can put it to the side. I was thinking about it yesterday. Oh my god. I knew this camera was going to be a problem. Holy shit. Do I just put it like this? Oh my god, it's awful. It's probably the most intimate view you've got of me. All right, folks. Cool. We got a little music. You hear it quite low. Let me increase it a bit for you. All right, nice. Cool, everyone. So, according to Team Blue Team Yellow, we get a wormhole is set open by control panels of Evil Bunny's web servers. The team must shut it down first to cut off reinforcement before facing kill malware. So it sounds like there's going to be two things. Cutting off the control panel. And the terminal they have is bare. So we won't have like a... we won't have anything like a... We won't have anything like a... What is it called? We won't have anything like a web and stuff like this, so it's a little bit more limiting. Why do we have the videos though? This I don't get. Connected to the machine. Let's do it. Let's connect to the machine. I saw it earlier. It's here. All right, start machine. I have to turn on, maybe I can turn on this. That's a lot better. All right, let's go. So, attacker machine, we got it on. Target machine is on. Wonderful. I have successfully started the attack box and started the machine. No answer needed. Check. Boom. They look very, very kind. Was that loud? Yeah, it was. HTTP request curl. Using curl. Application like our browsers communicate via servers HTTP, hypertext protocol. Think of HTTP as the language for asking a server for resources that contains the data needed to display the website. In the absence of a browser, you can still speak HTTP directly from the command line. The simplest way is with curl. Curl is a command line for crafting HTTP requests and viewing raw responses. It's ideal when you need precision or when GUI tools aren't available. Okay. So do we have an IP address for our machine? There we go. Yes, we do. It's over there. Copy. But they changed their UI, yeah? Try hack me a bit. Control plus. All right, I did some weird things here. Paste clipboard. You know, we're gonna run the curl for comment for the first time. Curl HTTP. This. I think we should get. We should get our response here. Am I connected to the VPN? It's possible I'm not connected to the VPN, actually. Probably I'm not connected to the VPN. So let's go over there and we re-download the file, because it's been a while since we've been on Try Hack Me. Go Premium. We were a while ago Premium. But yeah, we didn't. The thing wasn't good enough for us to keep it. Alright, leave room, connectivity. Where's our goddamn start attack box, save room, video. Let me check, maybe we have it here. Let's go over here. We're connected to the VPN, folks. Sudo no, not apt. Sudo open VPN. Yeah, I think it's this one. I think we've been doing a VPN since. All right, now are we able to do it? Oh, there we go. Oh, yep, works. So yeah, folks, that was the issue. We got the VPN to work, nice and easy. Nice, folks. I don't have the multi-chat open, so I might miss some messages. What do I want to do here? Here, where's the? I'm gonna open the Twitch chat. I was a bit scared because Wrench was talking at the beginning, like, oh fuck, how am I gonna manage both? But if Wrench is not active, then it's all Gucci. Stream manager. Ooh, we have over 200 followers and 1 viewer. Hello, viewer. Hope you're having a good time. There we go. Opening the chat, the Twitch chat. All right. Cool. We connected there. Now what can we do here? We're gonna start. We need to send a post request to PHP post. Okay. How do you send a message again on this? I have an idea. All right. Curl. Oh, sending post requests. Okay. Curl post. X post D this. Okay. So let's do it. If it's the way we do it, this is how we do it. So we're gonna do it. All right. So we bring it up here. And we say curl. If you don't know curl, it's a way of communicating with web servers, basically. Curl is a way of communicating with web servers. And here we can communicate with yeah, apparently we need to communicate with the web server. That's all there is to it. So curl, I'm just looking here at the instructions. X post D username is equal to user. I'm not sure. And password is equal to user. And now we say our link, which is HTTP. So folks, for those of you that joined us, we are doing an Easter theme box where we're trying to connect to a server first of all. And we are sending our post request into the server directly. So here we go, we have our IP address and then we post that PHP. Oh, really? It had it adjusted here. The IP address, it put it in for us, which is really nice. Although it's a bit taking our hand too much, I'd say. Invalid credentials, yeah, makes sense. Man, we're really like, it's a box where they really tell you what to do. X post tells curl to use post method. The post method. D defines the date we're about to send to the body of the request. Okay. The data will be sent in the URL encoded format, which is the same as the HTML form use. If the application expects additional fields like a login button or CRF token, they might be included too. Username, user password, and login and submit is equal to login. The thing is, we don't really know what the room looks like. And submit is equal to login. I guess the end is basically for sending different types of requests, different like types of things. Like you see, we have username is equal to user and password is equal to that, and submit is equal to login. To view exactly what the server returns, including headers and potential redirects, you have to add I. Okay. That's what it does. Morning XR, this is equal. Is this equal to stream beats lo-fi? I think so. It's equal to stream beats lo-fi. What do you mean? Always. Stream beats lo-fi. It's what we enjoy. I actually like it, huh? You're just playing Spotify, lol. Okay. Thank you for that. Holy shit. Thank God the XR is here. Oh, I'm trying the Spotify app. Yeah, Rich also told us that. Oopsies. Alright, let's close Firefox. You should be able to see us now. Thank you, folks. Thank you for letting me know. Morning, XR. Good to see you. How was the weekend? Thankfully, you guys are here. I would have stayed a long time. XR and everyone watching, we're doing a box on from Try Hack Me, where we're trying to get into a box, and yeah, we're trying to get into a box, and it's a web one, and there's no web interface. Maybe you can actually check that. Let's try to go into it. Access denied. Please use your terminal. Okay, so we don't have really a web interface. We have to use a terminal, as it just said. So we can using curl HTTP headers. That's right. Morning, busy. Goddamn busy. Why is that? XR. Okay, so apparently they could not resolve post method. Post.php is not something you can do. Post. X post I. Okay, so there's something here. I think I'm supposed to do I and then X. Let's see if the response will be different here. Because you see, it understood X as the message to send, and then I put I before. So maybe it messed it up. Maybe we're supposed to put it before the I. Or after. I'm going to put it before and see what happens. I. Okay, there we go. That's actually different, huh? Okay. Apache length. Invalid credentials. Wow, really? Easter weekend and work was busy? In a good way? I guess in a good way, no? It's good for you when work is busy. Yes, Expose is saying what type of headers. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's what I thought. Cool. The site corresponds with a set cookie headers. It's a good sign, means you're successfully logged in or at least triggered a session. Where do we get rid of the and submit login? Okay, I guess we gotta delete it for some reason. If the site responds with cookie header, it's a good sign. It means you successfully logged in, or at least triggered a session. That's strange. Expose says a curl. D defines the data you're sending in the body request. Okay. The data will be sent in the URL encoded format, which is the same as what the URL form use. If the application expects additional fields like a login button or a CRF button, they can be included too. Yeah, we don't really know what it expects, no? Okay, so let's look a little bit more. Sup, the doctor looking nice. Thank you very much, Saint Avice. I tried to. I was picking this out in the store. I'm like, Saint Avice would likely like it. Yeah, looking nice, looking bunny. You see me from an angle you've never really seen me before. I find it weird, but you see the cable? You do see the cables hiding me quite a lot. There we go. Should be nice. Yes, I suppose saying the table. Get. You want to do get? I'm in. Let's do get instead and see what happens. XR's idea. Oh, send post like... Okay, username. Okay, 1 second. I have to make sure that no one messages on YouTube. It's a little bit annoying to have to go back to check out YouTube chats. Alright, send post data like username is equal to admin and password is equal to... Okay. Send post data. Apache server length. What does this mean? Send post data like username. Is that the server telling us that? Send post data like username is equal to admin and password is equal to admin. Okay, so it just told us that. Okay, so the username is equal to admin and password is equal to admin. Vamos. The bunny should have picked a different password, huh? So the story, folks, is that we have there's something that we need to close to stop the whole of bunnies. No, that was just an example. Yeah, but it was helpful. Nonetheless. Get. We can do post. POST. Login successful. Flag a curl post success. Okay. Thought it was going to be a bit longer. Was that it? Okay, there's a few. At least. Make a request to the cookie.php endpoint with the username admin and password admin and save the cookie. Use that saved cookie at the same endpoint. What is the flag you receive? We're getting a different flag just by using a different one. Folks, this is really basic, huh? But I feel like that's what we need every once in a while to have a basic box. Just to review basics. I think XR really approves this. Clap, clap, clap. Thank you very much, Saint Avice. Saint Avice, the #1 cheerleader. Hey, Saint Avice, you been streaming lately? Or, I don't know if I should have... LOL, how to fundamental. Yeah, exactly, yeah. XR enjoys that fundamental stuff. By the way, XR, did you get down to to buying that book and checking out the early description with C? C, the programming code? The programming language, programming code. Yeah, the programming code. I'm fucking wasted. Alright. Alright, step 1, save the cookies. Once log in, your web application uses cookies to keep your section active. Okay, so let's do it. We're gonna do sessions.php. No, we gotta go over here. Control F. I haven't made much progress, but I do have it. Yeah, it's a busy time, huh? If you want a real challenge, try using the curl with the Twitch API. A pain in the butt. Oh, fuck. I want to do the Twitch thing. Oh, I didn't get to do it yet. Support gets back to me. If you want a real challenge, try using the curl with the Twitch API. A pain. Why do you want to have the Twitch API? What do you use it for? I haven't measured that across, but I do have it. I should have streamed, but been busy with stuff. Yeah. Mainly NetBSD, as I plan to have a backup for when shit hits the fan. That's really nice. I've never heard it like this in in a short, concise way. Shit hits the fan. Nice. Net BDS. Cool. Should have streamed, but been too busy with it, with stuff. Yeah, it's important to have backups. I don't really have a backup of my instance, and that's really bad. I think I should just click and drag the file into Google Drive or something. I'm paying for 200 gigabytes, and I only use like 60, so maybe just having the box there as a backup is a good way. Right. Curl C cookies.txt. It's kind of taking us by the hand, huh? Curl. Alright, let's look at what curl C does. Alright, C option writes cookies. Receive from the server into a cookies.that file. Okay. Let's just go into it. Let's go into post and see what happens as well. Curl post this. But this time instead of post.php, we can go into session.php. Invalid credentials. Set cookie is this one. You see here? Control, let's copy it. And now we go into, let's go into downloads or something. And then we make, where do we put this stuff? Our thing is becoming messy again. All right, let's make a directory. Make dir, and make Easter. CD into Easter. NetBSD is more for installing an OS offline, just in case you can't download it without ID verification. OS offline, just in case you can't download it with ID verification. Yeah? I've never heard of it. And then here we create, we do nano, hacky invoice. Damn. That was for the box we did last weekend. We're gonna keep doing it this week actually. Nano, we go nano into cookies.txt, and then we paste. All right, now we got our cookies. Press Ctrl X. We would definitely want to save it, and we want to make it cookies. All right. Good. No YouTube chats. All right. Oh, okay. If I'm not mistaken, BDS is a cousin of Unix. Age verification is all around the news lately. And it feels like a little bit of a privacy violation, no? Don't you feel like age verification? I mean, it's good. We know we must protect kids and all. It feels like we're getting more and more controlled, huh? I don't know. Everywhere I go, I see more and more cameras than there used to be. And the capability of these cameras is increasing, right? Because now you can have a camera that you know works on AI and everything, and it's getting stored. It's not just getting stored. The way of storing things, of tracking you, is just so much more enabled now with AI. Indeed, you could say it's direct descendant depending on who you ask. We're making a family tree of of things, of OSs. Curl C. What does curl C do? It writes. You can see at the bottom here. The C options write cookies received from the server into a file. So curl C. Maybe we should do some notes on curl here, folks. I'm thinking. Obsidian. Ooh. App is up to date. That is great. Just what we wanted. OS top 10 vulnerability, agentic AI. Do we have something for web hacking? There we go, we do. Using curl. We want to use curl, so let's do using curl. We'll put it as a title. This is going to be useful for later, folks. So, we can maybe type in some commands. X is for telling the method to use post. Okay. Let's go to Obsidian. Curl X post is for telling curl that we would like to post. I is for telling it to send more data. Right? That's what it is. It's about including. Too poor, too scared. 1 second, let's get to it. I is for what? I is for including headers and potential redirects. Headers and redirects. Nice, that's really cool. So we get a little bit more information. D is for sending the data. Is for sending the data. Like this, for instance. Control V. Ooh, shell session. We didn't copy all that. All right, it didn't really like the comillas. I get. It didn't relay the quotation marks. Cell session D. Okay, we can remove that. I'm not sure why it creates so many marks. User D username 123. Example this. Boom. Parfait. Hop là. Et là on ferme. Here we close. Perfect. Let's check out the chat. Let's go over there. www.deaddrops.com. Did you see the article from 2600? What? Hold on. Age verifications all around the news lately. Indeed, you could say it's a direct descendant depending on who you ask. The problem is if you live in an area where the age verification is enforced, and you may get to download a certain OS software. VPN and torrent. Too poor, too scared. To get a torrent, yeah. Or make friends with people outside that area and ship USBs, lol. The fuck, what? USB dead drop comeback, yeah. Did you see the article from 2600? A magazine for hackers, a name I almost don't see anymore on the internet. Really? Okay, I don't know. We had a website. Let's go to it. www.2600.com. Well, what is the name referencing? Is that an internal joke again? Like, ooh, by the way, folks, I watch Hackers. Hope fundraiser is online. New Hope. The new Off the Wall online. Okay, you kind of see small, I guess. The Hope conference is returned to Manhattan. Call for speakers for Hope 26. conference banned by St. John's University. Your hacker perspective wanted. Oh, what do we want to check again, XR? I was to say we're about to turn Doc into some old school lit. The magazine for hackers. A name I almost don't see anymore on the internet. Text files. Virtual Hope Ticket. The Hacker Quarterly now stands. Current issue winter 2025-20. PDF and EPUB. It's free. How do they make money if they must make some kind of money? It's work to do journalism. Quantity 1 after purchasing. Okay. It's only 19 złote. 19 złote is like $4. Homeless, no hope. Trauma explains why I'm a hacker. There's some really good stuff in there, I think, huh? Without further ado, using Linux in a VM as your daily driver. Should iBlock be open source? Telecom Informer, Gut Punch. Artificial interruption, plus letters and marketplace. Subscribe to 2,600. Nice back issue. Really, you can see the full set of stuff. You can see it from 1984. There was one already. What the hell? Sold out. Only in the vertical download section. Wow, there was one in 1984. ABF go ADS hacker. We'll write down the rabbit hole, folks. Just like the title said. Top magazine section, physical copies and subscriptions. Also, Lanzine, to be honest. I'm not sure what Lanzine means. Saint device. Top right magazine section. More? Home. Magazine section, you said? That's some sad clothing right there. Kind of want that. Capture that shirt. Nice. I hacked hacker in training. That's cute. That's cute. Alright. Top right, physical copies and subscription. Also linked another hacker e-sign. Okay, nice. Nice. Well, there's a lot of hackers out there. But I'll be honest, I wasn't aware of this one, so I appreciate that. Nice. Why were we there in the first place? We were there because we said... Did you see the article from 2600? Deaddrops.com? The fuck USB dead drop come back. Which article are you referring to XR? Let's go back on it. The article from XR. Let's go. Subscriptions are home videos, clothing. Let's go back to the original site. Boom. Clothing, back issues, full set. Where the head that I go earlier. I'm on the store website. 2600. A few good articles. Not many editions, to be honest. Yeah, it's one per season, no? So it's 4 a year. Hope the fundraiser for EFF underway. New off the line. What was it about? It was about dead dropping USBs. USB? Do we have one? No, we don't have any answer. Which article are you referencing to? I saw on social media post, but it wasn't actually an article. Ah, okay. Got it. Well, it's nice to have this PDF or EPUB on your Kindle. That's really nice. They published a little bit in the last year, no? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 articles in a year. That's not very active. There's also radio. YouTube channel. And then last thing we look at, and then we get back to work. Down the rabbit hole, folks. If you are good articles, not too many editions, to be honest. Yeah, it's kind of popular. It was opening ceremonies. Opening ceremonies. Getting out of Doge. A discussion with how a handful of location data brokers actively track millions and how to stop them. Sounds like sponsored by one of these platforms. Like what is it? That act on your behalf to kill your personal data, to remove your personal data. Like the good angels they are. All right. Last point of our notes is C uses a saved cookie for login. So the example here is C cookies.txt, which is exactly what we have. Cookies.txt, and then we put the rest. Hold on, let's do the same thing. Except for D, we have a C, and then the cookies.txt. Pretty straightforward. C, and then here we put our cookies, and then we put a cookies.txt. Boom. Invalid credentials. Our cookies are different, aren't they? Netscape cookie file, HTTPS curl. Edit at your own risk. Our XR sent us a link from media.defcon.com. Fact Machine, by the way, also Frack Magazine. It's a good name, Frack. So you pronounce it, no? Frack, PH is F. Pharmacy. Also Frack Magazine. Nice. And XR sent us a media.defcon article. I forgot about Frack. There's a lot of options. We'll have a look at DEFCON in a second. Let's just get this one done first. Cat cookies.txt. It's funny because I thought I just put the cookie in, but it's sending us a lot of stuff. Copy section, nano cookies.txt. Yeah. Maybe we have too much trash in there. There's a B, no? BUH. Well, we won't know now. I think it was a B. Control C. Wait, maybe you can go back actually. Control Shift Z, undo. MU is does undo. I did mu. How do you go back? You see there's an undo here? M through U does mu. Do type MU at the same time? That doesn't seem... That's not usually how it works. Options? Hey guys, how do I do undo? I see it's right there. MU? Maybe it's Microsoft? U? Oh, that was not what to do. That doesn't sound like a Linux thing to do. Just get back there. Move to the right place. And delete. That was easier. 100% easier. Gujung, Control X, yes, boom. Cookies.txt, cat, post, vamos. Invalid credentials. The fuck are you saying? Cookie session. Well, let's try to update it to that. Let's see what happens. Control Shift C. Let's try to nano it. What? Why? What is it that? Why is cookie.txt being modified to that? I never modify it. It does it by itself, I think. Ah, because it posts cookies on that. We're posting cookies. It's not like you'll often see a cookie site like PHP session like this. B uses it. Got it. C copies the cookie. And B uses them. All right, folks. We did something. Nano makes me sad. Meta, also known as alt. Ah, thank you. Nano makes me sad. Why does it make you sad? Nano, you prefer Vim? C cookies .txt. So we're gonna copy them in cookies.txt, and now we're gonna use the other command, which is D, for sending data over, and we're gonna send it in between comillas, which are also known as what are they called? Known as quotation marks, and we're gonna send username is equal to admin. And password is equal to admin. This we got from earlier, folks. It was just kind of given to us. It's not like we had to do some crazy hacking stuff. Okay, it says invalid credentials. I wonder why it says that. Because it worked earlier, no? Username is equal to admin. Password is equal to admin. I think that's what we said here, no? All right, anyway, let's try to log in with our credentials, with our cookie, and see if it gives us a flag. I don't think it should, but it may. All right, so we'll use the same thing, except this time instead of C, we have B for using the cookies to log in. Okay, invalid credentials. So something's weird. Okay, no YouTube chats. Let's go here. All right, invalid credentials. Cookie.txt. Just like a browser would. Curl B. It's exactly how we want to protect it. Let me just take notes on this B. So C copies credentials. So it's B. B file name. Uses a safe cookie for login. C file name. What this does is instead it copies a session cookie. All right, let's go back to when we got the password right, when we got the flag. Invalid credentials. See here it says. Okay, flag successful. Here was good. User is equal to that. Let's just copy it. Pose.php. Ah, right. It's when we shifted to cookies that it wasn't good. Oh no, I think we changed from session.php to... Okay. We changed from pose.php into session.php. Control paste. This is going to be a... So... Yeah, here, folks, you can tell it's no longer pose.php, it's session.php. So we're just going to get the same thing that works exactly last time, and we're going to change it to session.php. Username is this. We're gonna post? I think we should post, no? No. Apparently we don't post. Save the cookies. We don't post. I don't mind having I. It's useful for more information. And the D is sending over the data. Okay. And we should have a C to copy the cookies. So it's going to overwrite our existing cookie file and create a new one that has the cookies from this time. It does say invalid credentials. But we do have a cookie, so that's pretty good. Let's see if it can work with just sending over the cookie we just got. Nano is okay for beginners, but not great. There are other applications using the no path key bindings. What do you recommend that we use then, now that we're a little bit more advanced? Not to say master hackers, but a little bit more advanced. dcookies.txt. Vamos, invalid credentials. Why the fuck not? Oh, maybe we're not supposed to use it. We're supposed to use post earlier. Why? So when we got the successful login, we should have used the post, and then when we get the cookie, we go into sessions.php. Admin and password. Okay, I misspelled password, you can tell here. Password. Alright, so we got the cookie in there. Right, cat cookies.txt. Actually, cookie.txt seems to be empty, you see. Vim. I'm trying to get Saint of Vice's respect by using cookies.txt by using something else. I don't know how to type QA. No. Yeah, I never know how to escape these. Oh my god. Q. How do I get out of this? Oh god. Q exclamation point. Okay. Thank you. Q exclamation point. There we go. Nice. I was typing exclamation point Q. Oh god. Yeah, we're gonna stay at nano for now. Vim cookies. Post cookies.txt. It's strange, no? So here we have a successful login, but it didn't display any cookies. Your machine is about to expire soon. Let's give it another hour. So we got the cookies by doing post D, using cookies in session. C cookies.txt, D username is equal to admin password. I feel like oh no, we did session.txt. What? You'll see a cookie that, okay. So it's supposed to be sessions.php. All right, let's do it. Invalid credentials. Because before we didn't get cookies, huh? We just copied what there was. It was at this moment Cyber Doctor began imprisonment with Vim. With Nano, no? Imprisonment. Yeah, I don't wanna see Vim. It was at this moment. He knew he should not have started with Vim. Thank God you guys are here. I would have had to restart my computer otherwise. I would have had to buy a new computer, make a new image of my virtual box to be able to get out of this situation. That would have been the only way. Okay, we got this. Ooh, folks, I'm going to show you a Polish treat because I'm kind of hungry and I want some sugar. I'm going to show you a Polish treat. Folks, this is a Polish treat. It's called a śliwka. Śliwka just means a what is it called? Just means what is this fruit called? It's purple. It's kind of big. It's often eaten dry. A plum. And it's a plum that's covered in chocolate. Really good. Jeez, I need chocolate. Come over. It's nice. Before Nano, I use Gedit, but now I'm using NeoVim, and what I'm still learning finer details and teaching my oldest kid how to use it too. Lol. Nice, teaching it really is a good way of mastering it too. NeoVim 10 broke my plugins, so I'm mad at it. Damn. Maybe even to go back to BivVim. Jeez, I need chocolate. Sounds interesting. Just revert to Vi and be done with plugins, lol. Just go back to the Stone Age, man. Hey, very much. Thank you very much. Oh, that was during the night. Someone followed us on Twitch. Nice. Get some things to do, folks. Noise in real life as well, which is nice. All right. So, download Easter. Why the fuck is this not working? Talk about cookies. Let's just copy what they did. Steal the kids' homework. Okay, I can't copy it. What the fuck? Paste. Okay. Boom, we delete that. I'm not sure why it does that when we paste sometimes. Curl, cookies, sessions.txt, invalid credentials. Okay, so we didn't put I, so it doesn't tell us as much. I wonder what we did wrong. I need plugins for org mode and stuff, but I learned Lua is not reliable. Isn't having cookies that jar? Isn't saving cookies jar.txt? Maybe it's also C. I don't know. I'm not sure what it is. Let's go over here. Isn't saving cookies that jar.txt? Maybe. But look, it's saving the cookie is not really the issue. The issue is getting the freaking thing right. Username admin and password is equal to admin. And then this is it. Session.php. What the? Why is it not working? You see, I get invalid credentials. There's no way I'm going to get valid cookie if I don't have valid credentials. No. C cookies.txt. D. Username is equal to admin and password is equal to admin. Crossy cookies. D. Username is equal to admin and password is equal to admin. HTTP 10.114.138 sessions.php. Damn, I'm like a monkey. Kind of a monkey trying things harder and harder. The fuck? When we know they're not working. Like, you first grab the cookie, then you load it. Exactly, that's what we're trying to do, you know? C cookies. C is for copying. C options write cookie received from the server into a file. Cookie is a TXT in this case. You'll often see a cookie like PHP session this. I kind of like having the I, folks. Remember the I? The I is used in curl to view the headers and possible redirects. Let's have I in there. So you see we have a little bit more stuff. We see a set cookie here. And there's a cookie actually. But well, let's cat cookies.txt. See if there's a very false. What does false mean in this case? Maybe it's not good. If we want to use it. If you first grab the cookie, then you load it. Exactly, that's the idea, yeah. So here we probably grabbed it. This apparently it's 8. 8KR, HOR and stuff. This is our cookie. So instead of C, we're going to put B, right? As you can tell here below, the B option tells curl to send the saved data into the next request, just like a browser would. So that should work. Right? Right? No. Valid credentials. I would just delete that cookie.txt. Okay. RM cookies. Boom. Done. Anything Saint Avai say, I do, folks. Just blindly trust him. But yeah, the thing is I put username and password in there. We copy the cookie.txt for that username and password into a file called cookies.txt. Invalid credentials. Now we don't need this anymore because we already have a cookie to log into. Right? Does that make sense, folks? We copied a cookie, and a cookie is just another way of authenticating, so we don't need a password anymore. Please log in first by posting to this page. Okay, we never really read that. This is maybe a... B is to use the cookie. So we probably just have a good cookie. We'd need to log in by posting into the page. Okay, so let's post into it. To post, we gotta do this. We can keep I. I'm gonna do X post. That's how you do it. C cookies.txt. What the fuck? Guys, this is the basicest of boxes. We got this. Box curl C cookies.txt D username and map password is equal to admin. Nice. HTTP 10 114 138 217 sessions.php. Session.php. Okay. The C options write any cookie received into a server into cookies.txt in this case. Okay. It's really not hard. What the fuck is up with us? So folks, for anyone joining, we are currently doing an Easter themed box, and it's supposed to be quite easy. What we're doing right now is we're hacking a web server without actually having access to the web page. So everything has to be done on terminal, and because everything has to be done on terminal, we are using the curl command, curl, which I think stands for, what does the C stand for in curl? URL is what we're all used to. Universal. I don't even know what URL stands for. No, it's not hypertext. No. Also, curl stands for client URL. Thank you for the ban, XR, for banning the person that said this. C, okay. Yeah, you need a valid cookie. C is for copy cookies.txt, so you pull the cookie, but now you need to push that data through the curl and a post header. You think it's like that, so it's not just B. Because this is what they're doing. But maybe we need to post it. You're right. Maybe the box changed somehow. Now you can send a post request and manage sessions. It's time to automate things. Let's simulate a brute force attack using a weak login form. Start by creating a file called passwords.txt and place the following passwords inside of it. Alright, we're going to try to brute force it ourselves. Can't we just try to... Maybe you're wrong, but that's how I'm seeing the logic. Client URL. I call URL user requesting location, which is wrong, but the same spirit. Uniform resource locator is government name. Uniform resource, okay, locator. Is its government name? Nice, nice, nice. Okay, URL. URL stands for Uniform Resource Locator. Nice. Thank you, XR. Alright, so we have a list of passwords. Let me just check if we don't have any messages from YouTube. Nope, we good, we good, we good. I could feel you guys being tense. Alright, 1 second. I have to sneeze. Never mind, we're okay. We're okay. Alright. Admin password, let me in, secret pass and secret key. And then we're going to try the different things. Alright, place the following password inside of it. Let's just finish this though before then. Alright, it shouldn't be that hard. Cookies.txt username is equal to this sessions.php. Maybe they meant to say post.php when we got the thing right actually. Maybe not, because I remember we did it and we didn't get a cookie back. So this is how we're supposed to do it. C cookies.txt, D username password. And then we use it through a post. So let's go get our post. Let's go get our cookie again. We're not going to use post. Actually, we do need to get post. No, don't we? Yeah, we do need post. Key I post. Ugh, buggy. I post D username and password. Username is equal to username. Okay, this is the issue, no? No. You see here, curl C cookies.txt. We're not using post here. We're not using post. Cookies.txt. It does say invalid credentials though, huh? Curl C cookies.txt D username is equal to admin and password is equal to admin. HTTPS at this session.php. It should work though. Ay. Sessions.php should work. You see HTTP okay, so that means that we have some right communication. Date is a date. It's today's date, so that's good. Set cookie is equal to this. So we have some kind of cookie. But I'm surprised it just says invalid credentials. You don't get a cookie unless you have valid credentials, no? Is that a fair assumption, folks? If you have incorrect credentials, you don't get a cookie. Why would they need to remember your session if you don't have a right password? Yeah, maybe. I mean, on the principle, maybe, but maybe sometimes it just assigns you a cookie. So let's try to use it again. B cookies.txt. And this time we don't need a password, right, folks? We don't need a username or password because we already have the authentication. Cookie. So you can say B, and then we can try the post method afterwards if it doesn't work. No URL specified. Right. There's a D, but it doesn't have anything there. So that's no good. Please log in first by posting to this page. So we should use post to use this cookie. How do we use post here? Do we do x post cookies.txp? Session.txt I. What if we don't do with I? It's probably not going to change anything, no? Please log in first by posting to this page. Alright, so let's do it. Curl. Like, do we do it with a login and a password? X. That's not how it works, no? Send post data could not resolve the send post data like username is equal to password and admin is equal to admin. Right, we did away with submit. It's supposed to be sessions. It's supposed to be session, not sessions. That's why we're not getting an answer. Could not resolve host post. Please log in first by posting to this page. What the fuck does that mean? What is the I for? I basically gives you more information. It gives you the headers and it gives you the and it gives you, I need to redirect if that happens. This is what it does. Just for a little bit more of data, it doesn't really change anything from what I understand. So we have cookies.txt. The question is, folks, would it make sense for a box to give you cookies when you didn't have the right password? But I'm thinking at the same time, Facebook gives you cookies and when you're not logged in just to track your ass. Tracking my ass. Tracking my ass. All right. Username is equal to that and password is equal to that. Dude, all we need to do is just copy these shit and make it happen. Isn't this like the easiest box there exists in the universe? You just copy paste stuff. Can we just brain dead this session? Why is this so hard? Are we idiots? Non. Non. Mathieu, dis pas ça. Alright. Let's go here. Password. We're just going to brain dead this thing. Paste it and see why it works afterwards. Cool. Invalid credentials. But somehow we copied some cookies. So I4. And paste the clipboard. Boom. Please log in by posting to this page. Alright, so if it logs in, we need to log in by posting first to the page. So by posting, it means we do X post, but I'm not sure what we post. We just expose something. Invalid credentials. Where do we expose maybe the cookies.txt? I don't know. I could not resolve host cookies.txt. Invalid credentials. So yeah, we should log in. Okay, actually someone said something interesting actually before. C copies this. Isn't, okay, Saint Ova, you said, isn't saving cookies cookie to jar.txt? Let's ask ChatGPT about this. Chat. How can I post? How can I post? Is it, how am I going to ask this? How can I post cookies to login via curl? How can I post cookies to login via curl? I think it's a short question, but it makes sense, no? you post some header like d something. Maybe set cookie is equal to header. I like it. Curl b, send cookie directly. B or cookie B session ID is equal to that. Use a cookie file. Yeah, B the cookie file. Cookie format, Netscape format, a simple key is equal to value pair. So yeah, this should work too. Login and save. What happens via post? Okay. You see here? We can try that, no? I like that. I think it's a chance of working. Control C to delete. We go here, we paste. Username is equal. We do both, I think. It's like belt and suspenders idea. Admin and password is equal to admin. Okay, now it's taking forever. Oh wait, we're on example.com. Oh my god. That session. PHP. Example.com. No. That is 10.114.138.241. Failed to connect to that. Maybe we put HTTPS. Invalid credentials. Actually, before grabbing cookie, you need to log in. Example.com, yeah. Thanks, Saint. If you log in, how do we do that? Actually, before grabbing cookie, you need to log in. What the fuck? We need to log in. Alright, let's log in. Before we deposit cookies, we have to log in. Okay, so let's do it. It's easy to log in, no? We don't even need to use cookies before then. So we already have cookies. All we gotta do is log in. And to log in, we now gotta do post. No, is that how you log in? No, you don't even log in like that. You do D. But it says you gotta log in through post. So you should post, no? Post cookies. No, we don't just post cookies.txt. Post is basically sending a message to the web server, right? And we're going to post our username is equal to password. Username is equal to admin. And password is equal to admin. This is the default credentials we're using before, folks. Oh, we need to say where. So we're going to do this at 10 HTTP 10. Maybe you reuse a cookie from the previous successful exercise. The thing is, when we got it previously successfully, there was no cookie shared. We can double check that, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. 114.138.241/session.php. Invalid credentials. That's strange, no? Is that... Oh, we have a new viewer. We have a new follower. Excuse me. Let's go see who it is. We have a Panther Gaming TI. Thank you very much, Panther Gaming, for following. It's appreciated. Welcome, welcome. Folks, I realized today that we had over 200... you're our 203rd follower. Very nice. Ooh, we have 11 viewers. Hey, everyone. Welcome. Hope you're having a great stream. Just so that everyone's on the same page about what we're doing Adventists of cyber. Yeah, we're doing some... What are we doing? We are doing some hacking and Easter theme. So we have... apparently there's a bunch of rabbits that are sneaking through a web server. I don't know how they're doing it, but we have to stop them. Honestly, because they're evil for some reason. And then we have to defeat their boss. I don't know how I feel about this. I kind of like bunnies and I want them to succeed, but apparently we have to stop them. So, not my choice. If I were the editor of the box, maybe I would have made you help the bunnies. But yeah, apparently they're evil. So, all right, like instead of sessions.php, log in to previous something.php to save its cookies. Previous something. The previous one was let's go back to it. The previous one wasn't session. It was something else. It was post.php. Maybe, yeah. Let's do it. Username this. Expost. Post.php. Let's see it. Flag this. Login successful. So let's see if we can get a flag from this. Okay. You see, there's no flag here. Saint Device. There's no flag here. We can try to save the cookies. Expost I. We can try to save the cookies on save cookies as C cookies 2.txt just to make sure that we have that. It's cat cookies 2.txt. You see, there's nothing here. There's no cookie. And save its cookie. So yeah, when we did the post method, so something has to be about sessions. About session.php. It should work here. Curl I C cookies. We're going to do it 3 now. X post username and password admin. Should work. Invalid credentials. But we do have a cookie. That's what the confusing part is. So we log in through post. We get a freaking cookie. And now, can we just use this same cookie? It's called invalid credentials. To log in. Log in first by posting to this page. Hold on. Afterwards, there's a brute forcing thingy. There's a brute forcing thingy. This is exactly how many replacing by replacing the valid cookies in this. Automatic login performing brute force using CURL. Now we can send post requests and manage sessions. It's time to automate things. Cookies.txt, sessions.php, the B option. This is exactly how session replay testing works. I feel like we should get a flag, but we don't. Made the request cookie.php. Okay. Cookie.php. Make a request to cookie.php. You see it's here, cookie.php, so it's another one. To save the cookie, reuse that same endpoint. What is the flag you receive? Alright. So, let's do what it said. Why am I here? Saint Device is saying it. It's something. I was about to say get. Try saying the get and post and save the cookie during the get. Ooh, that's a good idea. Let's go to it. I like how you think. Saint Device. Cookie 3.gdbg. Do you want to do get? The thing though is that let's just follow the instructions that were given here. We got to do cookie.php and then the endpoint with username admin and password is admin, which is what we did. So let's do this. Curl I session. Let's change session to PHP. To me, session to cookie. Just like it said here before. You see cookie.php. I'm gonna put it here so we can all see it. Hopefully it's not too small on your screen, folks. Hey, a new follower who decided to follow us. It is Gratitude 2023. Nice, thank you very much for following. Gratitude 2023. What a name. Was there something in 2023 that made you say, man, I should be more grateful? This is what immediately what I think about when I see your username. Grateful 2023. Curl IB cookies 3.txt. Okay. So we need to post the data. So let's do, we don't need B at the moment. We probably need a C to save the cookies. And we're going to call it 4. So that we can have an idea. And then we do X, post, and then we D, and then we type in the login and password. It's called username. Name is equal to admin. And password is equal to admin. And then boom into cookie.php. It's exactly what they said, no? Boom. Login successful, cookie set. Damn. And now we can just log in using that cookie. Post D. We don't need to post anymore. We can just use the goddamn cookie. So instead of C, it is B. This is how you, because B is for sending that cookie, folks. B is for sending the cookie. There we go. Session cookie master. Nice. I'm not, I think there was some technical thing before why it didn't work. It was supposed to work because we did the exact same thing. Yes, finally. Maybe we tried the brute force thing. Yeah, I think the brute force thing is another thing for afterwards. After doing the brute force on the brute force.php endpoint, what is the password of the admin user? So such a great sound. Folks, the other day, well, it was a while ago, but I want to tell you a little story about where I learned. It's not necessarily cyber related, but I think it's kind of cool. I was taking a cab for work. Happens sometimes. And it was an electric Renault car. And I was telling, and I noticed that the cab driver for some reason didn't have the radio or any music on. That sounds like, wow, like you work your whole day and you just listen to silence. And the thing is, when the car accelerated, the electric car accelerated, it went, like, you know, that that kind of like sound. And I went in with the sound. I'm like, well, what is this? Is the engine actually making that? And I searched for it, and apparently, car manufacturers have that happened when the car accelerated. So when the car accelerated, it went more, and so I was like, what the fuck is that? Is that the engine sound? And I asked ChatGPT, and it told me, no, basically, this is only. Oh my god, the winds. Fuck, it's insane. Holy shit. I'm gonna die. Oh, I would not want to be outside. We said we were gonna go to the gym. I don't know if we're gonna go to the gym. It's a great excuse not to go to the gym, no? Wow, the whole house is vroom. It's not moving, but anyway. So I was telling you about the car going moi. It's because Renault and stuff have a sound engineering team. When you put a trench coat and you jump out to see how far the wind will take you. Ah, nice. And the trench coat kind of acts like a sail. Yeah, the basically Renault's car engine team has a sound engineering team to make sure everything sounds perfect, and they basically blast these artificial sounds to make the driver and the passenger feel better. I don't know. For me, it was very distracting, but apparently it's something like that. And so, why am I telling you this? Because this thing of the tururudum being a sweet sound is like it reminds us how important sound engineering is to contributing to your satisfaction and things. And the same way that Renault makes their car go whoa in a beautiful way, then this tururudum matters a lot because we like it. We like it. Put on a trench coat, man. You want me to die, XR? Do you want me to die? I will fly. My body will be sent to outer space from all this wind here. And I'll be landing in your backyard, XR. In Pennsylvania. I'll find a way. Crossing the ocean. After doing some brute force on the brute force.php endpoint, what is the password of the admin user? After doing the brute force on the brute force.php endpoint, what is the password of the admin user? All right, what is the password of the admin user? Ooh, you know what I mean. There was a sound on old Windows that was like this. Yeah? Which one? I'm curious. And when did it trigger? After doing the brute force on the brute force.php endpoint, what is the password of the admin user? So we're supposed to do some brute forcing here. I'm going to try different passwords. Honestly, I don't want to brute force for this. But at the same time, this is PHP. .sh. What is sh? I feel like we're not learning much by copy pasting this. Sh is a language or what? For pass in cat password. It also bash. Hey, it's bash. Hey, this actually isn't our NSMR street. That's right, Hexable. It's an ASMR stream. It's a bunch of things. We also talk about sound design, so it's a lot of things stream. Good morning, Hexable. Good to see you. Cool. Trying to get, so we're gonna do, it's a shell. Alright, SH is for shell. Yeah, that makes sense. So let's do it. I'm gonna nano this because I'm not doing loop.sh, and we're gonna type this out like good little monkeys. We could copy paste, but I think we'll get a better learning from typing it ourselves. All right, folks. So for pass and pass, it's like it's interesting how all the languages have different. Languages have different syntaxes, but in the end, you're kind of doing the same thing. Making a loop. You're moving things. You're deleting things. It's not that hard. Cat. It's just that sometimes the syntax sucks, right? And it's kind of bad because what my personal feeling from this is that we keep on changing language. We do Python and then we move to something else, and then we have PHP, and then we have your Bash. It's a tad bit distract. It's like I forget every time. Echo. Okay, this is really a trying password $pass. How much scripting do you do in your... Okay, there's a typo. It doesn't matter though. Response. And what's the language I use most? Probably Python, no? It's good to see you too. I'm sleepy though. Yeah. How was the weekend? Did you get to do some Microsoft startup sound? Oh, the dong. Is it the dong? I think I remember it. It's such iconic. Do you see which sound Saint of Vice is referring to? I can play it. Oh, I also said we were gonna check out XR's thing after. XR, we owe you a check on something. I'm interested to do it. It's not like we owe you and we're gonna do it because we owe you. It's like I'm actually interested in doing it. Username. This should be quite fast though, I think. And wait, username is equal to admin. Yep. And password is equal to $pass. HTTP 10.114.138.241 slash brute force.php. Okay, and now we're going to do the if statement to see if something matches. Echo response. Wait, we're supposed to do this. Response Windows 95. Wow, that's an old one. And then we grab this into Q. Welcome. So if it finds the word welcome, then I guess it says it finds a password. But I mean, in real life scenarios, you'd never know what the positive response would be. So you'd need to find something that differs from the usual one. Then, does that make sense? Then, echo. We're just going to say pass. We don't need to actually say all these things. Echo $ password. Break. Done. We need to say done in Control X. Yes, please save it. Alright, and now we run it. We execute the code in here. Windows 95, the sound, the startup sound. Sounds exciting. Alright, let's go do it. So we do it. Oh, yeah, we need to change the mod. chmod 777. What's it called? Loop. And we need to make it an executable, no? chmod as well plus X. I think that's like allows us to execute it. Maybe we didn't need to do it since we did already 777. Oh, and now we execute loop.sh. Syntax error, done on expecting. Okay, maybe I forgot a quotation mark somewhere. There was a done. Ah, yeah, here we go. Response, we didn't do it. We forgot the parentheses or le parenthèse. Oh, wait. Omelette du fucking fromage. Cat password.txt, no file. Yeah, we didn't make it. Oh wow, echo. Let's be freaking hackers. Oh, I think we need to put in a return. Let's do nano password.txt. And then where do we put in? We put in the different passwords they gave us. This is so noob. It's so noob. We're doing the easiest box on the internet, folks. We still struggle. Alright, Control X. Yes, we want to save it. Enter. And now we should be able to execute it. Trying password. Let me in. So I think it's secret. Secret is the password, right? Trying password. Secret. The thing is, we didn't really do that well, the loop. Let's do nano echo pass. We kind of needed that. Let's put the pass is 777 is read, write, and execute for everyone. Yeah, so we didn't really need to have the chmod plus X because we already did 777. 777 basically unlocks all the privileges for everyone. It's like everyone can do everything. It's opening up everything. You shouldn't really do this if you're actually managing a system. But for us that just, you know, have a virtual box and it's not like we're managing an enterprise. It's pretty good. Alright, let's run the loop now. Boom. Wait, it tried everything, but none of it worked. There's a bug in the matrix. If echo response, you say the password is pass. Break fi. So it went through the whole thing, but it didn't find a match. Is it because we said username and not username? Could be that. Pass is equal to pass. X, yes. We always make typos in these things, folks. The password is secret pass. Alright, so and it breaks. It was the second to last. It was the second to last password. I have a new French vocal stim due to an influencer, and it goes by Bonjour, honey. It has been stuck in my head for 3 days, lol. Stim due to an influencer. And it goes, Bonjour, honey. Bonjour. It's an ASMR stream plus French. I'm gonna put you all to sleep. Hex Abel is already enjoying the French accent. To fall asleep. Alright, cool. We got a secret pass. What do we do with a secret pass, folks? What do we do? It tells us we need to put it after doing the brute force on PHP. What is the password of the admin user? Oh wow, it is a secret pass. Boom. Nice. You said omelette du fromage. That's what made me think of it, lol. Yeah, of course. I was trying to seduce you folks like Dexter was trying to seduce people. Seduce a lady. Is it Dexter, the character? Alright, let's go on YouTube and listen to the sound that Saint of Vice was referring to. Windows 95. We're gonna, so folks. For those of us that are joining now, we're talking about sign design with Saint of Vice, mostly, and he shared that he very much enjoyed the startup sound. There we go, startup sound. It's right there. Windows 95 startup sound. All right, let's quiet the music for a second. Let me just check if we don't have any YouTube chat since then. Oh, the R Knights. Hello. That was Dexter's Lab. Nice. First message from you. Hello, hello, the R Knights. R. Is that like a Pirates reference? R Knights. And we want to go. Okay, no YouTube chats, right? Oh, that's good. And we like YouTube chats. It's just that because we don't have the double screen, I can't monitor two at once. And we want to mute the music for a second, although it's very soft and pleasurable. We're going to listen to this. Okay, nice. It's so soothing. Nice. It's a good one too. NT startup sound. We're gonna look at different NT. 15 years ago. Okay, it's kind of nice. The beginning was kind of annoying. It's pretty good, pretty good. And here's a good one too. That's Dexter's Lab. Nice. Cool. Some nice startup sounds. And I want to say XR shared something earlier. XR shared something earlier that was quite interesting. It was an article, I think. And then we're going to get back onto the books. Meta known as alt. Okay, mediadefcon.com. I see. We were sharing about sources that you can go for hacking articles. And there's defcon.com. There's the Frack magazine. And there's the 2600 magazine. I wonder why is it called. Let's ask ChatGPT. I want to get an answer straight away. Why is the hacker magazine called 2600? 2600 became a hacking icon. Ooh, the Hacker Machine 2600, the Hacker Quarterly, gets its name from a very specific legendary sound. A 2600 hertz note tone. Oh yeah? XR, do it. Sounds like a time machine. It does, right? And their domain is 2600.com. Pretty cool. Back in the 1960s and 70s, early hackers called phone phreakers, and this is also where the other website comes from, discovered that playing a 2600 hertz audio tone into a telephone line could trick the phone system into giving free long distance calls. What actually happened? The old analog telephone network run by AT&T used in-band signaling, meaning control traveled over the same line as your voice. A 2600 hertz tone signaled this line is idle. Wow. Hacker realized this could start long distance calls, play 2600 hertz notes, reset the line, route calls anywhere for free. Hertz, not mega. Captain Crunch. All good, XR. The famous blue box. Wow, so the first... Guys, I watched... I have to tell you. You've been requesting it, and I finally did it. I watched Hackers, the movie. Do you guys know the movie Hackers? How many of you folks have watched it? Hackers movie. It's with Angelina Jolie. She was the only good actress in there. I gotta say, she was the only one that was decent. This dude sucked. Hack the Planet, exactly, XR. This is where it comes from. This dude, this actor sucked. Amazon.pl. This actor, blech. Blu-ray. It's in Blu-ray? It's Angelina Jolie. That's right. That's her. And then this devil, this villain, freaking sucked. Hack the Planet. There we go. Acid Burn, Crash Override, Zero Cook, Serial Killer, Lord Nikon, Phantom Freak, and Joey. And Joey really lacked a... Oh yeah, Joey, the story was that he lacked... Man, you know everyone. The fuck? Acid Burn, Crash Override. Nice. So yeah, I watched it. I recommend watching it because it's an icon. But other than that, the movie itself kind of sucked. No? It lacked a good bad... Like, the bad guy was just annoying. Also, it was a little bit sexist. I don't know if you guys realized this, but it was clearly sexist. Like, when it said, what did it say? Oh, yeah, you're pretty good for a girl. And Angelina Jolie's like, I don't know, 20-something. She's obviously a woman. And you're like, dude. And what does it have to mean? You're pretty good for a girl. She had the highest score. Like, bro. And bro beats her for some reason at a video game. And he has to be all annoying about it. The first time he plays, he beats her. It's like, dude, that's not how it works. Lol Joey had like 3 different nicknames, yeah. You guys have not just seen the movie, you've seen it several times, I think, huh? If XR is able to cite everyone. Hack the Planet, but Hack the Planet was not a huge... I mean, it was kind of a huge reference. And the end, it was the plot twist, no? All right, we got 2 more things. Can you solve the final mission and get the flag? All right, so we got 2 more things to do. Bypassing a user agent checks. Some applications block CURL by checking the user agent header. All right, and XR said that Kate's mom was a world-renowned feminist writer in the universe. Kate's mom. Kate is who? Is Angelina Jolie, no? I guess. Yeah, I think so. Kate's mom was a world-renowned feminist writer in the universe. Acid Burn, yeah. Noise. It felt like this movie had a lot of characters. A lot of characters. Maybe, like, even the secretary wasn't necessarily useful. The secretary of the villain? Maybe that person did really need to be there. I don't know. I feel like if you're gonna, I don't know, because I'm a little bit of a writer, I guess. I see things where I'm like, okay, this could have been done a bit differently. I see the issues. I don't know how I would fix it, but I see the issues. Does that make sense? It's like if you're a little bit into hacking or into painting or something, you immediately see the flaws, but you don't really know how you would fix it, right? It's a different skill, I think. It's like you see, this doesn't look right, but you would have no idea how to fix it. So I think there's something about this as well. I'm like, I'm seeing some things, but I'm like, I wouldn't have the experience or the knowledge to fix it. I think she was a CEO in a collusion with a security engineer, NTO secretary. Lol. Yeah, she was the communications person. She was in on it, but like, what's her purpose in the plot, right? Apart from being in on it and kind of being abused, because she said no from the beginning, huh? Into following that plan, but she's been stuck in it for some reason. She's been stuck in it, and at the end, they're sleeping together, remember? When the news falls. Like, I don't know, I would be so nervous if I were them, but for some reason, they were both in bed, like, half naked. Like, just having had sex, or maybe just waking up. It's like, who has sex in such a tense moment? Like, what kind of CISO goes and sleep with the communications officer when there's a massive cyber attack on their company at like 4 p.m. Like, who does that? What the fuck? Like, what do you want to show as a writer by putting them in bed together? Anyway, but it's pretty patchy. Patchy, I don't think I want to say. Patsy. Collusion with a security engineer. She was a CEO. I think she was the communications director or something. The CEO is a dude, of course. So yeah, folks, just talked about a movie. Watch it if you haven't. It's kind of worth it. It's worth your time. At least if you're into hacking, because then you can get the references of Hack the Planet. At least is a pretty good thing. All right. Some applications block CRL by checking the user agent header. For example, the server may reject requests like user agent CURL 7x7. Okay. 7xx. The specific user agent we can call a flag. check.php. To confirm, check this. Your machine is going to expire soon. We're going to add another hour. We can go a little bit further, folks. I usually finish my streams around 8 a.m., which is in 4 minutes, but we can go a little bit longer until we finish this here. And then, yeah, we can talk about some things if you want to. Or we'll end the stream. We'll see. All right, bypassing user agent. Curl A, internal computer. HTTP 10, 114, 138, 241. UA check.php. What the fuck are you trying to make us learn here? Bypass user agent checks. Block CURL by checking user agent system. For example, the server may reject requests with user agent. Curl this. To a specific custom user agent, we can use the a flag. Basically, we're using another agent. The pasty, basically the fall person, at least not takedown. Nice. Just check if we have YouTube chats. A little bit traumatized since I left out some of the few folks. And we'll have our regular setup back on Thursday, folks. If you have some time on Wednesday evening, my evening, so maybe your afternoon, you should watch the Barca game. Just saying. Champions League, if you're into football at all, if you're just looking to get into football, I think it's going to be a really good match with a lot of goals. Yeah, it's going to be a good one to watch. Okay, bedtime for me, lol. I stayed up later than normal. Yep, you did. Thanks a ton for being here, XR. Appreciate you. and enjoy your evening, your night. All right, cool. So I think it's just about taking another persona here when you say internal computer. User agent. We're going to copy this and try to learn more about it. I think it's an interesting one. What the fuck is a user agent? A user agent is a string your client sends to the server identifying saying, hi, I'm Chrome on Windows. Here we say, hi, I'm Curl on 81. What it looks like. Oh, that's really cool, actually. Example from a browser. User agent, Mozilla 0.5.0. Same, this doctor schedule is unforgiving. It is. It is. Thank you to for coming in. Saint Device as well for hanging in there with us. It was lovely having you. Cyber Doctors, it is indeed unforgiving. Let's say, so user agent. So thanks a ton, Saint Device. Please take care of yourself. And looking forward to the next stream. Let me pass. Okay, we should go into view source URL. We should do here. Okay, let's just write down our notes here that user agent is basically declaring a browser. User agent is basically declaring who is communicating, like Mozilla Firefox, for instance. It is indicated in the curl command via a. Makes sense for everyone? Makes sense for everyone, I hope. Oof, I'm getting hungry for breakfast. But my thirst for flags is stronger. Example from curl. Got it. Why server scares? Servers use it to serve mobile versus desktop versions, detect browser features, block bots, like curl, Python, etc. Okay, so curl is but why curl gets blocked? Because this user agent curl does something. Screams, I am a script, not a human browser. So sometimes block it entirely. How do websites, I'm interested here, if it says they want to block it, but how there's probably ways to spoof being a real human too, no? Web servers detect curl requests. There must be a way to avoid being loud about a curl request, right? So here, folks, we're learning about how we can be a little bit more quiet in our curl requests if we do it, for actual hacking, which was not something that we're doing right now, but obvious, the easy way, so user agent will just send that. And often it omits headers real browsers always include, like accept language, refer, secfetch, etc. So modern browsers will send all of this stuff, and if a curl request doesn't have it, you're like, it's probably not a real human. A request that's too minimal is equal to suspicious. Header fingerprinting, a big one. Ooh, browsers send very specific set plus order of headers. Example, Google Chrome sends accept language, this. Curl uses different stuff. So if some headers are missing, we can figure it out. Okay. A three-way handshake. Even if headers look perfect, the TLS handshake gives you away. Cipher suites order, TLS extensions, ALPN. Okay, curl, OpenSSL libcut. And Chrome uses boring SSL. This is one of the hardest things to fake. Okay. So just overall behavior. Because they run on different things, it's kind of hard to fake. Here, the looks perfect. The TLS handshake gives it away. Okay. They use different protocol and stuff. So let's go back to our thingy. We learned about user agents. That's really good. So we can do curl A, internal computers. So we're going to make it believe it's its own computer. That's really cool. Right? Because we say we declare ourselves as the agent, as internal computer. Let's see if the behavior will be different. Welcome internal computer. So it's welcoming us. That's really nice. To confirm the check, curl I. Let's do I. Let's add an I here to have a little bit more information, because again, folks, the I is helpful for us to understand, to have the headers and any redirects that might be happening. Saint Device is telling her browser fingerprinting used to be mostly the user agent. These days is an honor fest of ways you can get your privacy desecrated. Okay. This should be mostly used by the user agents. These days it's an honor fest of getting your privacy desecrated. So basically they can track you throughout with the browser fingerprinting. Yeah, we're getting tracked like never before, folks. It's a sad time to be alive. I mean, it's a happy time for many things, but for privacy, it's a sad time. Yeah. We're all screwed. Internal computer, UA check. UA always makes me think of Ukraine for some reason. UA check, so user agent check.php. Okay. To confirm the check, curl I, internal computer, UA check. Oh yeah, I, you see? If the first fails, the second succeeds, the UA check is working. So yes, welcoming us, so I think it's good. I think it's a good thing. All right, let's see what is the challenge on this one. Make a request to the agent endpoint with the user agent TBFC. All right, TBFC. TBFC. Only internal computer agents are allowed. Ay. So how do we declare ourselves here? Internal computer. And then we want to use user agent TBFC. Oh, we should go agent.php though. Agent.php. Agent.php. Et là, on tape ça. Et ça devrait nous donner le mot de passe. Et voici. Cool, we got it. Nice. Great sound. All right, final mission and get the flag. Hey, this is the second best sound. We got a follower. It's Andy Memes Well. Oh, nice. Andy Memes Well. Andy, you're going to enjoy this. Andy, check this out. Twitch chat. I'm pulling it out. Discord. There's a meme page. There's a dedicated meme page on the server. So if you want to clap. Thank you, Saint Device. It's nice of you. We did teamwork. This one was kind of easy. Yeah? Today's box is pretty easy. But I'm assuming from your username meme that you do enjoy memes. So if you want to share some, view some, and go check out the Discord server, you'll have a good time there. Cool, and thank you very much for following again. We appreciate it. All right, the last section is optional. But you know us, we're all about doing the optional stuff. This section is optional and applies only to the final bonus questions. The instruction in the sections do not apply to the regular questions. Feel free to skip it and proceed with the regular questions if you don't intend to attempt it. Okay, we got it when you said it's optional. You didn't need to give us all this bullshit. Okay, whatever. Before the final battle can begin, the wormhole must be closed to stop enemy reinforcements. So that's the thing, though. This is what I was talking about earlier when we said that we must close the wormhole to stop the bunny reinforcements. But for me, the evil Easter bunnies. For me, Easter bunnies are not evil. They give you chocolate and all. They're pretty cool, no? The Easter bunnies. The blue team must identify endpoints, authenticate and obtain operator tokens, and call the close operation. Hint, use rocku.txt when brute forcing the password only for the bonus mission. The pin is between 4,000 and 5,000. Interesujące. Interesting. So we need to brute force. We need to brute force, and apparently there's a password and a pin. A password and a pin. So what the heck? So let's go in there. We have to do something. Clap. Okay, this is something else. We can paste here. Let's paste our selection. Terminal action is equal to panel. PHP action is equal to panel. Okay. And let's try to see a bit what it looks like. Let's curl it and see what it looks like. What are the different criteria it has? Okay. All right, so we have a little bit more information. Let's make this bigger. So, okay, we have a PHP session. That's good, but access was denied, so I don't think we really need this cookie. You know, if we had access good, then the PHP session might be good, but we don't really want that. Expires in 1981. Hello? Damn. Cache control, no store, no cache, must revalidate. Accept encoding. Okay. Server Apache Ubuntu. H2 access denied. This panel is a terminal only and accessible only using secret computer. So let's try the same thing, but this time we say a secret computer. A is the agent, folks. So it's like announcing yourself. A is secret computer. Okay. Nice, we got a different thing. Service wormhole control panel. Endpoints, terminal, public info, plus post username, password. Okay. Pin. Get wormhole status. What the heck? Public info. Okay. vterminal action public info. Post username, password. Get wormhole status. Can we do that? You need the script with the rocku file plus a variable number from 4,000 to 500. This means 4,000 to 5,000. That's a lot of attempts, no? Because you multiply the number of rocku times the number of pins. Or do we need to brute force both? Pin close. Close wormhole. Can we just do that? Close the wormhole? Secret computer. Can we, let me try to do that. No, that makes sense. X post how do I post? How do we usually post? What's the format for posting? When we want to post, what do we do? I'm just looking at what we did before, folks. When we want to post, we do X post and then D something. So we post that data. Let's go back. Post, and then we'd say D for data. Close close wormhole. Okay. Use endpoints to fully close the wormhole. Didn't we just do that? We can try to do get. Because here's what I'm trying to do, folks. You can tell me if you would do it differently. With this message that we just typed, we're trying to get the wormhole to close. So action is equal to close. Ah, but here the action is equal to panel. Can we do that? Close. I think I have an idea how the block works. If it works, I'll tell you. If it doesn't, I'll tell you either way. But let me try first. Close. Okay. Miss an admin session, operator token, or X-Force header. All three required. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. I think I get what's happening. So before we were on the panel, you see? Action is equal to panel, action is equal to close. So we're operating different things here. Close wormhole. So here this endpoint, this action is equal to panel. So it lets us know about the different things that we can do. This is where the real hacking begins, folks. At 8:15 in the morning. 2 hours into the stream. Public info. So we can get public info, which is exactly what we're getting right now. Action login. Okay, so let's do action login. And I think we know the login, right? It's the same password as before. Login. Let's see what happens. Invalid credentials. So we do a secret computer, X post. We also should do not close wormhole, but username and admin is equal to that. So username is equal to admin, and password is equal to admin. Should let us log in, no? Invalid credentials. We got I though, so measured status failed. Invalid credentials. Oh, should probably use RockU here, no? Isn't that what it said? To brute force forcing the password, only for the bonus mission. Maybe you can try to brute force the password. Oh, this is when we have to brute force the password again. So luckily for us, folks, if you were here a little bit before, you'll notice that we did a text. We did a loop.sh. So I think we need to use the loop.sh here. Let's copy this. I would like to copy this because this is something that we'll have to test in a second. Control Shift. Oh, let's just do copy here. Loop. So we're going to need to do it nano loop.sh because we're noobs apparently. Response is equal to that. Okay, so we're going to do curl, but instead we're going to do this. Paste instead. Okay, it's not what we wanted. Control X, do not save. Nano loop. And instead of this, we'll paste our new one. Folks, this is going to get really interesting. I mean, I think it already is, but I think this is where the real hacking starts. Paste the clipboard. Action login. So, folks, what we did before was where we built a loop. We built a loop, and that loop was enabled us to brute force a password. So we have to do the exact same thing as before. Oh, I don't like that I did that. Alt U. Redo. Alt E. Okay. I'm just learning how Control C and Control Z works in Nano. So thank you very much, Saint Vice, for telling us. NeoVim copy paste interrupt. Thank goodness for GNU screen copy paste. Yeah. Yeah, indeed. So we have to brute force the password. Username is equal to pass. So we'll brute force the password with rockyou.txt. Curl. We don't need the I this time. The I will give us unnecessary data. Wait. Why doesn't curl here work? Fudge. Fudge. Alt U. Okay, no, that's good. Alt E. Nice. Curl A secret computer X post. Username is equal to password, and password is equal to $pass. Okay, does that make sense, folks? Here's what we're trying to do here. Let me tell you. For pass in, this is going to be rockyou.txt, but we need to find rockyou.txt. Rockyou.txt. You do this. So we're going to need to move rockyou here. We're going to need to move rockyou into this current folder, okay? Because otherwise it's not going to know where rockyou is. It's going to try to echo the password pass. Maybe you don't need to have this. Maybe you don't need to have an echo that just says trying the password that. Do response at curl is equal to that. Post URL password pass. That parenthesis close, I hope. We'll see about that. Let's see. It was not closed. The reason why Saint of Vice is saying this is because we forgot the parenthesis earlier. All right, username, admin, and password is equal to pass. If echo is equal to response, grp q welcome, then echo the pass is pass. Fi done. That makes sense, folks? Hope it makes sense. We're basically looping. We're brute forcing a password through an sh script. So let's save it. And now we have to find rockyou. Locate rockyou.txt. I don't know if this is gonna work. It did work. So let's go over there. Let's go over there. Copy CD. Paste. The thing is I can't paste with Control-Shift-V because I did something stupid with my keyboard. I need to fix that. ls, and we got rockyou. So we want to how do I say CP, I think, for copying something. CP rockyou.txt, where we don't copy it. We want to copy it in home and downloads, and then we want to put it into Easter. Is this going to work? I think it did. Let's go cd home /downloads /Easter. We should be able to see it. ls. It worked. Wow, I really feel like a hacker now. And loop.sh should work now because it has all the elements it needs, unless we fucked up. Yeah, we could have also done that. I agree. We could have given the full list. Could have just said, hey, the word list is not just there. We can you can go get it there at user share /word list. But also copying is not too bad. Loop.sh. Okay, yep. We got to do /. This is how you execute files in Linux. And now it's looping. And hopefully it will come back to us with a password. Something's up. Something's up. Something's up. Something's broken. Ay. What happened? Did we break the internet? I'm just looking at the first answer because maybe what the heck is it telling us? What the heck happened? The thing is, we don't really have any debugging scripts here. So let's edit it. Something weird happened. Nano. Maybe we should do try to say type the return. No, what do we say? We want to say print. Nothing broken. We found it, you think? Just let it run. It looks really weird though, no? Why is it doing all this thing? If echo response grp. Okay, you want to keep it, let it run? Save modify buffer. No. All right, let's try it. If Saint Advisor said let it run, well, we'll let it run. But for me, it looks really weird. Really, really weird. I wonder why it's running all this. Do you know why it's running all of this? Saint Device? Anyway, I don't know how hackery we look with our bunny ears. Anyway, I don't know how hackery we look with a lab coat either. I don't know. How much longer are we letting it run? And why is it doing this in the first place? We should have put a flag to make it silent. Maybe. It's funny because sometimes you need a flag to make it talk, other times you need a flag to make it silent. Like, for instance, what is it called when you do verbose, right? Anyway, it should break when it finds the password. So we should be okay. What do we talk about? What do we do when while the thing loads? It's completely crazy, folks. Remember how earlier there was wind? There was wind that was like shaking the house? Now there's absolutely zero wind. Well, not absolutely zero. Some wind, but nothing like before. Can you tell RockU also try the command manually first? Hey, 0xrom, hello. Can you tail RockU? Sure. What's the use of tailing RockU? Morning. Check the previous curl line. You use other brute force exercise. Yeah, you think I did something different? Yeah, something's weird, no? Yeah, it's that nano loop. Can you tail RockU? Okay, let's first tail RockU. Control C, no, Control X. Tail RockU. Is that weird? Of a tail of a RockU? Maybe there's something up. Maybe in the movement we did something, no? Okay, the password looks good here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's check our loop to see if it copied correctly. So it did look like on the head it does look good, but on the tail it looks weird, no? Tail rocku.txt. You see it? What is this, for instance? And why is there space here? Saint file held automod. Held a message for reason bullying. Oof. Fugly file. You got flagged for bullying. You're bullying our file here. Ugly file. Yeah, head looks okay, but yeah, let's just I think Saint Device is correct in that we can just put in the path directly. Okay, we lost everything here. Let's just locate again our RockU script. Locate RockU.txt. Maybe we can use the other one. Oh no, that's probably good. Word list RockU.txt. So it's user share RockU.txt. Let's just put that. Copy it. Nano. Yeah, or we can just use the original. Loop.sh. And now we do cat RockU, we do cat rock you a little bit more. Vamos aquí. And then we paste rockyou.txt, so we can delete here rockyou.txt. And here you do response curl. A secret computer, X post, username is equal to this, password is equal to that. HTTP, terminal action login. Terminal PHP action login. That looks good, no? For me, it looks good. Yeah, since you made a couple of changes to the script, you reuse the curl flags of the other brute force exercise. You can just use the full path to the rockyou file. Yeah. Also, cat this file, copy the URL, and try manually first. Also, cat this file. What do you mean, which file? The rockyou? And try manually first. Also, cat this file. Try copy the curl, and then try manually first. Try manually. What try manually? There's some passwords? Like should I type admin and then just a password? Just to see? Loop sh. Loop.sh. Yeah, okay. Copy the URL and menu try first. Okay, so we want to try. Control X, save yes. Let's execute it. The original loop.sh curls flags. Curl flags. Ah, I see what you mean. A flag, Saint, is a flag is when you Saint of Vice, a flag is when you set a trigger for when rockyou.txt stops, right? Copy from curl to the end of that line any password. Curl a secret computer. Yeah, this is a requirement. Secret computer X post. You want to have I. Okay, let's do it. I don't think we need to have I here. Saint of Vice. Control copy. Here we go. And then here we want to do it a few more manually. Okay, so let's do Control X. Let's do Control Shift V. It would work if I didn't disable it. Oh man, it didn't copy. Ay, ay, ay. Feel like such a noob. I meant I as an example of flag. I as an example of flag. Oh, right. Control X. Paste. Set X post. Username password is equal to password. So let's try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the first one in the password list, and action is equal to login. Invalid credentials. Maybe we should change to something like not invalid credentials. Does that make sense? Copy curl to the end of that line any password. Copy from curl to the end. I'm not sure I get you, 0xrum. That's a different output. Yeah, you see here it says if response is has welcome, then you show the password. Otherwise, UFI. That's different output. Flag is equal to something. You want to have a flag? I'm not sure if flag is what we're looking for here. No. I don't think we're going to get the flag here. Look. How do I show you this? Now we're pretty down, but this is not going to be flag. I would grab flag. The thing is about having flag, it's not the time to get the flag here because we have several steps. We have to first break the password, then we have to break a pin, remember? Saint of Ice contained from 4,000 to 5,000. So we're going to need to brute force that pin afterwards, I think. And then finally, we'll be able to edit our wormhole, close our wormhole. And then I think we'll get a flag. So I don't think we're going to get a flag here. It should say something like, how about GURP? It should say if echo response GURP. How do you say if echo response GURP something? Okay. I'm going to ask ChatGPT to correct this. And so we're going to say change. This is interesting, folks. Pay attention. Change this conditional statement to be if invalid is absent from the string, then. Does that make sense? Wait, you have got burp? We can't do this on burp. It's a box that only allows us to go onto the what's it called? Onto the terminal. And you see here access denied, please use your terminal. So we can't burp. And honestly, I don't really know how to make burp work. So if not equal echo response. So we're going to do it the other way, folks. If it says, in our box it doesn't say invalid, then we assume the password is valid. GURP Q invalid. Okay, makes sense. If echo, okay, you put it here. Then you do password.txt. And how do we want to make this a little bit more quiet? So folks, the reason why we put this is because we think that there might have been an issue with the response detection, with the if statement. So when we do a brute force, we need to understand when the response is different, right? So if you try to brute force a password, you gotta have a way to recognize when the password is right. And what we're thinking is that this hasn't been working very well. Send that curl with proxy to burp. Should work. I don't know how I don't know how burp works. We already built the script. I think it should work. This is the point of the exercise. I think we should learn more about burp, and I'd be happy to do it another time. But for this one, I think we can just use the script because it's the one we built on this exercise. So I think even welcome might have worked. I think welcome should have worked, really. I don't think this was the issue. V discards anything with invalid. Oh, yeah? With that exclamation point, you're going to a rabbit hole, by the way. You don't think it's going to work? It's quiet for now. Receive the passes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Well, that worked. Really? It was the first one in rockyou.txt. All right, folks, that's good. Wait. What? Really? Wait. The passes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's exactly the same one as we tried earlier. What the hell? You could add silent to the scroll to stop all the crap output. Nice, I love it. Let's do it. Nano. Wait, but we got the right password. What the fuck? Hold on. We just said the password was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We should take it credibly, you know? But then when we log in with it, it says it's invalid. Ah, because it stopped at the first one. It stopped at the first one. I think you're right that the exclamation point is not good. Loop.sh. Yup. So we should make it here silent, to the curl. Okay. Silent a this. Okay, username pass. And I think this is bad. And I think we should have listened to Saint of Vice. And the thing invalid, Q invalid, then this. I think we're going through a rabbit hole a bit, yeah. Is invalid, then if echo response doesn't have invalid, which is weird because it does have invalid. The rabbit hole is here, that's right. Yeah, maybe we should have kept it to welcome. I think welcome is okay. Let's try it. / to execute. Let's see what happens. Let's see if it can stay silent as well. The rabbit hole is here. That's why we got fucking bunny ears, folks. Man, the handsomeness is real, huh? What do other streamers do when yeah, finger crossed. What do other streamers do when they wait for loops to finish? Fingers crossed. I don't know what other streamers do. Do you just go and listen to sounds of Windows startup? Oh well, 13 viewers. Hey everyone. Maybe I can explain what we're up to and why we're waiting like this. We are doing a box on Try Hack Me, which is about Easter. Time for coffee. Yeah, we don't do that. So yeah, we're doing a box that's themed after Easter, where we have to stop the army of bunnies from coming, and so we have to close a loop. And to close that loop, we need to log in. And to close this login, we need to log in, and then we close the hole, basically. And so there's different steps. First, we have to brute force the password. And then we're going to have to brute force a pin. And then we're going to be able to close it. So it's a lot of brute forcing. I still think piping to burp, doing an interluder would be more beneficial than learning to slop code. Bad version of Hydra. I guess learning to brute force is itself learning. Yup. So how do you see it doing with burp? Because we need a full tutorial on this, 0x roam. It's actually not 0x roam, it's OX roam, no? I can't tell if it's a 0 or O. Actually, it looks more like an O, I think. Excuse me, a 0. I couldn't tell, but now that I see on the reply, I think it's a O. It's a 0, excuse me. Yeah, maybe. Bad version of a Hydra is a great one. I mean, it's also a practice to get your script running. Why is this shit so shit? Bad versions of Hydra is a great one, lol. Yeah, it's a pretty bad Hydra, I agree. I mean, it wasn't the script, right? I mean, bonus mission. Can't use rocku.txt when brute forcing. Yeah, you can barely see anything because my huge head is in front of it. Final mission applies only to the final question. The instructions in this section do not apply to the regular questions. Let me just see if we have a chat in YouTube so that I didn't miss. No, we're good. We're good. Bonus mission, do this, action panel. The pin is between this and that. You see? So we have to do this. We have to do different things. Nah, don't you worry, Doctor. Also, I'm waiting for command to finish here. Yeah, really? Let's see. Do we have it back? Do we have something? Loop that stage. It's not supposed to take this long, no? Is it because the script is shit or rock you maybe is buggy? Let's check out this rocku.txt over there. Control Shift T. Locate rocku.txt. Control plus 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 plus. Let's go to CD USR shares no word list. No rocku u.txt. Right, we shouldn't do that. Tail rock u.txt. Yeah, you see it's kind of buggy here too. So it wasn't just an issue in the copy. Something's weird here. Might have been helpful to have an output is doing something. Might have been helpful to have output if that is doing something. So you want to modify the code to see what's happening. Let's nano that loop. And we're also learning how to script as well, right? It's not just like we're doing this blindly. And yeah, I agree it's not the best script, but we need to start somewhere, right? With our thing. So Rocku might be broken. Can I just uninstall seclist and then install seclist again? Maybe that's what's happening. No, you don't want to do that? I mean, did you see earlier what was happening? Now look at this Rocku, that tail Rocku. That's not right, right? Something's buggy there. You have to run it twice. What do you mean you have to run it twice? Why do you need to run it twice? You have to run it twice, then echo else something, echo something else. I'm not following you guys. Not following. Then echo something else. You have to run it twice. Okay, then echo else, echo something else. Oh, I like it. Okay, no, I'm getting it now. Wow. Let's say nano. We can go back here. Is it still running? No, okay, we got it here. Else echo $ pass is incorrect. How about that? Do we need to end the else? Probably not. I think this is good. Just like a dot or increment. Or yeah, we could really like do a lot of things. Okay. Oh, because it breaks? Wait, what the fuck did it do that? Echo. Oh no, we put the break in the wrong place. Break. Else. Looks good. I kind of enjoy scripting. I don't know about you folks. Okay. So we're seeing it's rolling. Okay, that's really good. It looks very hacky of us too to be able to do that. So maybe it's just at the bottom of the list and we just weren't patient enough. Freedom, Samantha. So now you know that if you have a password in this list, folks, it's not now it's good. Better than black screen. Yeah, it's good to have that feedback, right? Maybe our username is wrong too. Maybe. So after that, folks, we'll have to brute force one more time, and after that, we'll get to write our code one more time. We'll have to break force one more time. I can suggest another thing also. Time to wait. I'm down. Tell us, but we're not gonna stop this. It's working. We might get our answer. Any suggestion? We can just copy it, huh? Tristan. What else, folks? What did I want to talk about? Yeah, we're gonna have to brute force one more time for pin code. So in the meantime, I think we can create a list of. We're gonna create a list of. Write a script that writes a number that writes. But you can just do it in Python. Let's do it a Python script. Write a Python script that writes all the numbers from 4,000 to 5,000 in a file called numbers.txt in reverse order. Ask ChatGPT to add the car before, so it writes out the same line instead of a new line. Why? Ask ChatGPT to add the car before, CHAR, before, so it writes at the same line instead of a new one. Do you mind it going in a new line? Why does it matter? Folks, what we're doing here is with ChatGPT right now we're just getting ahead because we know we'll have to guess. We know we'll have to guess a pin afterwards, so we're just getting ready for that by creating a list of text. So let's create nano script.py. We're gonna paste that stuff here. Paste number for the number. Open number.txt. Write f as follows. Okay, got it. Yes. So we want to control X. Yes, we want to save. And now we want to run script.py. Hopefully it won't do anything too bad. Script.py. Permissions denied. chmod 777. Script.py. And now we should be able to execute it. /. Okay, something was unexpected. Why when you can write just in code, no need to write in file? Yeah, you can. I mean, it's going to make it easier for later. And it gives us something to do until then, right? This way you can just loop it in. I think it's a little bit easier. It's like, yeah, we're doing it with extra steps. But, yeah, with open. That kind of looks weird as a code, no? With open? Like a Python code that starts with open. With like that. How it works, range. I'm gonna do with number as F. Wait, what doesn't work though? It should work, no? X nano syntax error. Why doesn't it work? Yeah, exactly. I ask you, will fix your code. What's going on with the fire? Linux, I expect the first line with file to be hi, run it. Fix add the she bar. Is that it? User bin environment through 5 and 3. Awesome. Awesome. Let's do it. So we need to add a she bar. I didn't ever heard this. Is it called a hashtag or a pound? Pay selection. Boom. All right. Control X. Yes. Enter. And now we should be able to execute it. Nice. Whoa, it's already done. ls. Do we see it here? Numbers.txt. Cat numbers. Or we should do tail. Numbers.txt. Awesome. So it has a full list of them. And our boy is still running. Shebang. Ronco, hello. Hello to you. Welcome. I never seen you before, I think. Yes, it is indeed your first chat. Shebang. So folks, while this keeps on running, I'm gonna do a little ad for myself here. We are your cyber doctor, and we connect here every weekday, including Easter apparently, from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. my time. So sometimes it's in the evening for folks the day before, so Sunday through Thursday. And we're on a mission to learn hacking. I'm quite a high level person in cybersecurity. My job is in cyber insurance, so I know a lot about how to manage, like how to assess risk from a high level view, but I have no idea how to hack. And so this is our attempt at hacking, learning how it works, how to do it, so that we get a better understanding of cybersecurity in general. Maybe you can find a specialty, who knows? And lately we've been doing a lot of AI challenges. So hacking LLMs, it's really fun, and it's very insightful. So we're on day 130 something of our journey, and make sure that if you wanna see more of it, hey guys, there's a few new people. If you want to make sure that that you are aware of it and you stay within you see how we develop as cyber hackers, then please drop a follow. Would be very appreciated. And we have a Kobol that is telling us hello to you too, Kobol. Koboldenair X suit. Damn, what a name, Kobold. I'm back. DX had to switch to my phone. DX? You're DX? Is it Saint Vice? Konold in a Rex suit. Nice. Kobold. Nice. Hashtag we used to be my favorite distro. Crunchbag used. Man, we're going really deep down the rocku.txt file. Anyways, yes, I came to ask a question. Oh, sure. Of course. So yeah, yeah, folks, if you want to drop a follow, be lovely to have you, and then we could see together how the future of cyber evolves and stuff like this. We'll see how this channel works, but the idea is you have to get good at cyber hacking together. I'm a bit of an amateur programmer, and I'm trying to learn coding by updating mods for a game, but I'm stuck on the stupidest thing. Programming, and I think in programming, you're always stuck on the stupidest thing. Don't you think so? It's like, it's always the commas and the little things like, oh yeah, I typed password wrong, or I'm missing the O in password or something. How do I open a DLL file? No clue. Kobold, no idea. I'm an idiot, an amateur programmer. Amateur, I think you want to say. Amateur programmer. I'm trying to learn code by updating mods for a game, but I'm stuck on the stupidest thing. I need to open a PDB DLL file to edit definitions within then. Man, I think you should ask ChatGPT. Maybe someone in the chat has an idea, but I personally got no clue. So folks, for those of you joining just now, we are right now doing a box that is based on the fun world of Easter. It's also why we're wearing bunny ears, not just to look extremely cute. We also are doing this because it's Easter and we're doing an Easter themed box. And part of it, we have to break a password. As part of it, we have to break a password. And so, yeah, we're just brute forcing passwords right now. This is what you're seeing on screen. ChatGPT sent me to a thing called DNMPSY. Okay, my computer went to sleep. Like, this is boring. ChatGPT sent me to a thing called DNSPY. But also can't figure out how that thing works. Yeah, I got no idea either. I can't help you. Honestly, you know, after 130 something days, I can tell we're a lot better at cyber, but at the same time, there's so much more. So much more in cyber to do. A DLL file is complicated. You can't open it. You can reverse it, perhaps get lucky with a reflector. More Lily will need Gydra, IDA, binary, Ninja, etc. Wow, I got no clue what these guys are talking about. Kind of, not really. But I don't really know how to edit games or anything. Ooh, oh, I thought we had it. When I saw it pause, I thought we had it. If you can't work out with the DNS Pi, you won't be able to use those though. Good luck. Ah, yeah. We give you what we got, Kobold. I'm not sure. You're trying to mod games? That's really cool. What game are you modding? 9 a.m. 3 hours of stream, folks. This is absolute bananas. It's more than we usually do. I could just leave it on and eventually in the morning we'll find something, right? Fitness is incorrect. Fernan is incorrect. Family 6. Daryl Cartoons. Allah 1. Playboy. Love 123. Forerunner. Tokyo is incorrect. Can we get the livest? Nice. We're back on live, folks. What was our trigger? Is incorrect. Is incorrect. Okay. I have permission from the author. Okay, I am attempting to update mods for Vintage Story to learn code. To learn to code, okay. I have permission from the source code and wants nothing to do with the mod. No, okay. I have permission from the author, but he said he deleted it, all the source code, and wants nothing to do with the mod. Oh, fuck. So he said, yeah, you can do it, but then he deleted the source code and wants nothing to do with the mod. He changed his mind, basically. Or she. No, you said he. So it's a he. Man, that sucks. It kind of sucks when you build on something that's not proprietary, that's not yours, or that's not public. Because then there's nothing guaranteeing that you'll... did I see one big boobs? Is it try to brute force big boobs? Or am I hallucinating? I think it might have been me hallucinating. There's one that's called Sexy Raccoon. I don't know why. Maybe I thought I saw big boobs, but yeah, there we go. There we go. I'm no creep. Asked for permissions to take it over 2 days ago. No, they deleted source code like 6 months ago. Wow. If you ever want to sound Spanish, you can just say "buah." It's pretty Spanish. Man, probably be easier to start from scratch and reverse engineer someone's messy code. Yup. Man. A brute forcing takes a long time. Brute forcing rockq.txt. It's probably the web server that's slowing it down, no? The computers can try to crack locally a lot faster than they can through a session. Oh, we have to be careful because the server might shut down very soon. Add 1 hour. I can't just open a file. Should have been an issue for me. Folks, maybe we can come back tomorrow. The thing is, we're going to have to try again tomorrow. Pins. I think we learned plenty today. Let's see. Plain load, but also pain. Folks, we're going to end the stream here. Unless we get the password very soon. But I think it's just better to make it run offline. And then we'll get the password when we reconnect tomorrow. I think we'll rewear the bunny ears. We have to, right? It's still Easter themed. So we'll wear the bunny ears and we'll finish this event, hopefully, if we can find the password. If not, we'll move on to something else. But yeah, it's been really fun having you folks. We've had 0x Rom on the stream for quite a while. We had Cobalt joining us for a question, which is awesome. We had Saint of Ice, of course, always. We had XR and Saint of Ice were carrying the chat for a little bit. That was awesome. Who else did we have? We had Wrench from YouTube at the beginning as well. It was nice seeing him. And yeah, let's find someone to raid, folks. Do you have any suggestions on someone to raid? There's quite a lot of us. There's 13 of us. Well, people have been leaving. I think when you say that we're about to finish the stream, people tend to leave. Like, okay, let's find something else. What should I get? Maybe not League of Legends. I'm not sure why. I'm getting a lot of League of Legends. All right, technology. Maybe there's someone from InfoSec streams. We can raid. No. It's not even working. I'm not even on there on InfoSec streams. I'm not even online. Where else can we go? Where else can we take you, folks? Scientific technology? Maybe there's something interesting there. Maybe you can search hacking. Your cyber doctor is online? We're the first result when we say hacking. That's really nice. Hacking noises. Minecraft speedrunner. Hacking esports. CTF hacker. Yeah, but no, we want someone that's live. Who can we go here for? Cybersecurity? Cyber mentor and stuff. Because game cybersecurity awareness. Ghost Kimi. R-Knights, have a nice day. You too, R-Knights. Really nice seeing you. Thank you for coming in. Bye. Is QWERTY pass still valid? Don't think so. Cyber security Valkyrie. Critical infrastructure, cyber defense. Security high value targets with precision and integrity. Yeah, there's not much. Oh, 3 more channels for cyber. World of Warcraft, just chatting. Mark Webb. Reti, informazione e principi di segurità online. Do we want to go view someone that's streaming cybersecurity in Italian? I kind of like it. I kind of like the idea.
Utilizzata soprattutto dalle multinazionali o aziende molto grosse che hanno
I'm not sure if you
bisogno
see, if you hear
di
him.
interconnettere più reti
Do you guys want to do
aziendali
it?
sulla stessa rete. Lo
Or does
so,
it mean?
qualche mio collega sta storcendo
He has one
il naso
viewer.
perché
I want to support him. I actually want to
esistono
support him
anche
in a
le
genuine way,
corporate
but it might be perceived incorrectly,
ma le
no?
corporate network, a differenza delle VPN site to site, sono davvero molto dispendiose, sia come manutenzione e sia come impostazione o implementazione. Ma delle corporate network ne parleremo in un prossimo video. Andando nelle altre tipologie di rete VPN, troviamo la end
Security.
to site. La tipologia di rete end to site,
Do you want to do
come
it?
dice il nome stesso, end, quindi
Dude has
fine
500
a
followers, huh?
luogo, serve per far connettere un unico computer a una grande rete informatica.
So man, I got no one to
Mi spiego
send.
meglio.
I got
Se
nowhere
voi
to send you
siete
guys.
dipendenti dell'azienda Pluto SRL e state lavorando in smart working, per garantire la sicurezza tra casa vostra e sede ufficio,
Okay, that's enough. That's enough. You've suffered enough.
una VPN.
Folks, 13 of you. Where do I send you? There's a lot of viewers. It could benefit someone, but I don't know if sending you to an Italian cybersecurity stream is a good idea. Computer security replica. Italiano. Just chatting. Folks, any suggestion on where to send you guys? Not really, no? Cybersecurity. Girlfriend application opens. Day 32. Shutting myself. Dude is doing music. I'm learning cybersecurity. That's awesome. Cyber Journey. 130 followers.
So, wir sind online und wir befinden uns auf dem Weg.
Chat. Testing Streamlabs. We're curious here. There's so many curious people on Twitch. Interesting people. All right, you folks don't seem to demonstrate the highest interest for rating someone. Or we can end it here, folks. I think we'll just press Steam and then I'll let you go on your own path. I wish I could send you somewhere, but doesn't seem that easy. Folks, please take care. Thank you very much for hanging out with us for all this time. And I'll see you tomorrow in 21 hours. A little bit less than 21 hours. 20-something hours. Please take care of yourselves and I'll see you very soon. Ciao, folks. Oh, you're here. You're down there today.